This video will illustrate the conversion of an Okuma milling program which utilizes a mix of the Okuma User Task macro language along with Okuma formatted G code. We'll start by opening the file in the editor to review its contents so we can determine what needs to be custom set up using the CNC XChange user options. The first item that stands out is the subprogram calls that use the Okuma naming format. Since Fanuc controls do not use this format, we will need to convert these alphanumeric names to numeric names. We can do this easily through the CNC XChange user options. We can start a new user option file and designate the following. We will define the subprogram names PROG1 as program 00001. We will define the subprogram names PROG2 as program 00002. We will define the subprogram names PROG3 as program 00003. We can then save the user option file. Once these parameters have been defined in the user option file, they can be recalled and used for any conversion. The user can also create as many user option files as needed and recall the desired one prior to performing a conversion. Let's do a conversion to see the results. First, let's load our user option file. This can also be configured in the CNC XChange settings to load automatically at startup. Next, we select the conversion direction, Okuma to Fanuc. We will also need to check the box for the conversion from Okuma User Task to Fanuc Macro. Next, select Convert Milling to execute the conversion. First, we will manually change the program number to Fanuc format, in the pop-up, and press Continue. If we review the program, we can see that all variables and subprogram calls have been converted by CNC XChange. The program is almost 100% converted, but a closer look reveals two issues that need to be addressed. First, since Okuma does not require decimal points for whole numbers, we have some X and Z coordinates that require decimal point conversions. We can open up our user option file and expand some of its parameters. Select the additional options, and define parameters to add decimal point at the end of X, Y, and Z addresses. We will set the decimal point conversion to be done at the end of the conversion on the CNC XChange main page. These main page settings can also be saved and will then be loaded automatically at startup and will be pre-configured when the software starts. Next, we have a few cleanup equal signs to configure. We can see we have a leftover X equals in one of our letter addresses. Converting variable and math equations is a complex task, and sometimes we can have a few stray adjustments to make. Using the end of conversion options, we can configure CNC XChange to look for any X equals statements and simply make them X statements. Let's rerun the conversion with the new user option configurations. Now we can see that all our changes have been addressed, and the program has been converted 100% from Okuma format to Fanuc format.